Today is June 26th, and this is my daily rant for the day. Okay. Now, I don't know about y'all For You page and y'all timeline, but my timeline is a bunch of Americans that are over the American dream and have decided to live abroad, right? And y'all know I've been on this for about 4 years, living abroad. And for those of you that's been knowing me longer than 4 years, you know I've been talking about living abroad since my 20s. When I was 20 years old, I said that when I become, a senior citizen, I'm going to move to Sicily, live in a villa, and live my best life and grow herbs, grow fruits and vegetables, and live my best holistic vegan life. And I said this in my 20s, way before it was a trend to be holistic, way before it was a trend to be vegan, way before all of that. Why? Because I was raised by a holistic mom, and I've been traveling all my life, and I knew that just living in America and living just the American life and doing what everyone else was doing, getting a mortgage, was just not for me. And I knew in my 20s it was not for me. So now let's get on this timeline, because I'm so happy that my timeline is showing me other people that actually have the same mindset as me. And a lot of these people are much younger than me. I'm not really seeing anybody that are in their mid 40s and 50s living abroad, but I do see a lot of people as young as 18 that's like, you know what, I'm over this American life, I want to go see the world. And I'm happy, because if people were doing this when I was 18, 19, I'm pretty sure I would have been joining them. But I wasn't at the time. I was too busy trying to turn up with my friends. And that's why one of my regrets is that I did not move out of America sooner. But let's get into this daily rant. So I'm just loving the fact that Americans now are really realizing that America isn't like this one big bubble. We aren't the giant of the world, and there's other countries you can live in stress free. You can be happier, you can be healthier, and you can have a different perspective of everyone that you grew up around. Because trust me, the people that I grew up around, they probably only got passports, to be honest. It's sad to say, but I know so many people from Detroit that don't even have passports, that think going out of town and traveling is going to Atlanta, is going to Vegas. They don't even go as far as California. They ain't even made it to Malibu Beach. They ain't even made it to South Beach. They ain't even made it to Flatbush. They just going to Vegas, going to Atlanta, and going back home, working 40 hours, 50 hours a week, and then doing it again on the next time they have vacation time, which to me is not the life that I wanted to live. If that's your life, that's cool for you. If you happy with that, that's cool for you. But a lot of Americans are saying that's not my life and I want something different, right? And this is the thing. A lot of people don't realize this, but the American diet is one of the worst diets in the world. The food is toxic. They feed y'all toxics. The food that is available in America is banned in a lot of countries. And a lot of Americans suffer from anxiety and depression. And it comes from, having to live paycheck to paycheck to pay these high ass bills. And they like stressed out because they like, I'm making 2,000 and my bills is 1,700, and it's giving them anxiety. Another thing, Americans have some of the most unhealthiest practices, habits, and are some of the most unhealthiest people. And people are unsubscribing from that life. They don't want to live that unhealthy life. They don't want to live that stressful life. And they listen. I'm pretty sure that when God brought us to earth, it wasn't for us to just be stressed out, eating unhealthy, hypersexual, and just living a life where we not living the best versions of ourselves. And a lot of Americans, they not living the best version of themselves. They live in the best version of what they see somebody else doing. And that's the thing. A lot of people in America are only doing what they see somebody else doing because they have set that as a standard. Okay, this is the standard of living life happily, not realizing that you create your own standards, and you can create your own standards anywhere on this God-given earth. You don't have to do what your grandma did, what your best friend did, what your cousin did, what your uncle did, what your mama did. We now live in a world, the internet has showed you that you don't have to live that life that you see other people living. You can create your own standards and you can live the life that you want to live that's going to make you happy. And that's what it's about. Life should be about being the happiest version of yourself, not the most stressed out version of yourself, not the unhealthiest version of yourself, not the unhappiest version of yourself, not the most settled version of yourself. Because a lot of people, they're just settling. That's it. You settling. I ain't even gonna say it's laziness. It's just you settling. And does that make you feel good to know that you really are settling? Does that make you happy to know that you really are settling? You really not living the best version of yourself because you settling for somebody else's dream or somebody else's idea of what life should be? Don't let social media fool you, okay? A lot of these people that's posting that's, oh, I got me a Bentley, I got a Porsche, I got a Ferrari, I live in this overpriced apartment, I'm wearing this overpriced clothes, I'm paying $1,600, which I seen somebody fly to New York to pay $1,600 for a weave install, a wig install. That's not a flex to me. That's really not a flex to me because you can go get that same hairstyle done in another country, even better and much cheaper. Paying $1,500, $1,600 to get your hair done is not a flex. Actually, that gives me anxiety and gives me the idea of depression because why spend $1,600 on a wig when you could take that same money and go pay rent for a year in some place like Thailand and get your wig done for $50? Like, but I mean, my flex is different from your flex. What you think is lit might be different from me. Paying $1,600 to go to New York to go get your weave done is not a flex to me. Paying $1,600 for rent in a luxury style, resort style apartment in a country that's cheap and you living your best life and you making USD and you able to travel the world and see different things and see different animals and eat different foods and have different experiences, that's a flex for me. So y'all need to change this narrative. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to. This is for those who really want to change and stop thinking that you got to live like everybody else. And stop thinking that these social media people are goals. I be looking at Miss Netta and Charles and I be like, y'all consider this goals? Y'all let them people call themselves icons and they over here wearing this fake designer like this is Balenciaga. And you know, I really ain't for all the names no more, but I'm not going around like, oh, I got on Balenciaga and I'm doing and I'm drinking and I'm doing. No. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here living in Turkey, eating seeded watermelon, walking, seeing nature, looking for the next country where I can go and find out what's going on in other parts of the world. But like I said, my flex, my lit is different than somebody else's lit. Yeah, I could be like, oh, I'm over here because I don't live that. I don't live that. I don't live luxury style in Atlanta, shopping at Phipps Plaza, going to get my hair and nails done, going out partying with celebrities and doing all this. And when I really look back at it, I was like, that wasn't happiness. I was just doing a perpetual hamster wheel life of what I seen other people doing. And I'm just like, this ain't even what I want for myself. This ain't even the life that I want. And I'm working every single day to make sure that I'm doing what I want to do to live the life that I want to live based on my standards, based on my expectations, based on my idea of what happiness is. Because everybody have a different idea of happiness. But I'm just here to tell you that if the American stressful dream ain't for you, leave that shit alone. Go to a country where you can eat food that's going to help you be healthy and let you have a stress-free life and don't be dealing with anxiety and depression because you see somebody else's life and now you feel like you got to try to up them and be like them and all that kind of stuff. Stop it, okay? Anyway, that was my daily rant for the day. I'll be back for tomorrow with some more stuff, but I just had to just drop the little juice on y'all, okay? I'm out, boo. Peace.